We're Brian and Sydney. This year, we're getting married and leaving our home in North Carolina to travel across the U.S. in our newly converted cargo van. But we still have to build it. Follow along as we create our new home.
Alrighty, now that Sydney got everything painted, the next thing we can do is start installing our electrical components and everything. So the first one I'm going to do today is the lights in the ceiling, because it should be quick and easy, and I don't really have a lot of time. So that's what I'm going to do today. Alrighty, and here it is. Today Sydney's doing manual labor and understanding how hard I work while she's at work. This is horrible. But the other fun thing is that there was some doubts over my knowledge of wiring up the light switch to the lights.
You doubted yourself.
So I test wired it up right here. First try. Click, boom, lights. No problems. So our first thing is fully wired up.
Yay.
We already had some dark moments this morning. Right here, where we misdrilled a hole. We wanted to put the light switch here, so we drilled the hole there to where we were going to put it, and then realized there's a stud back here. And we drilled right through the stud so the light switch can't go there. So we had to move it over just a tiny bit, but then we patched it up with some spackle, and we're going to have to re-sand and paint and everything.
Sydney's so thrilled.
Sydney was about ready to sell the van.
Again, over one hole. That's ridiculous.
I'm glad you can at least acknowledge it.
I know.
But she's happy now. Look at her. Sid,
Really fun.
I was going to say, Sydney's first experience heat shrinking. One of the most satisfying things in the world. We're almost done with the electrical area. We got the inverter up there, we got the charge controller up there. Sydney found a much better arrangement for all the fuses and switches and stuff. It's coming together. Just getting the last few big beefy wires we need. So we've connected everything, tightened everything down. So, the only thing we have left to connect is this positive terminal from the solar panels. So when we connect it, I think this thing should beep on, because it will have a power input. I guess we haven't connected the car battery yet. But yeah, this should provide power to the charge controller. Ding! So our electrical system is just about connected up, which is crazy! The other thing I want to do, I think all we have to do is plug in the battery monitor cable, and it should tell us about our battery.
Is this just for our battery in our home or from our solar panels too?
This is just tells us the juice in our battery, I believe. So,
What's on?
0 amp hours, 0%, 13.1 volts. Well, that just doesn't seem accurate. Might have to double check that one. Or does it need to calibrate? Gotta read the manual on this bad boy too, I guess. Electrical's getting there, let me tell you.
Yay.
Everything's hooked up, we're ready to flip on the lights for real for the first time. Take this. So I think if I switch this to on... Okay, so now the solar panel light went out. Not sure what that means. Is that bad?
I saw something light up and go away.
It says not charging. And if I turn this to on, then everything should be connected.
No fires.
And if we click this, light!
Whoa! This is a magical moment.
Maybe it's calibrating. Are you dimming them? You can dim the lights.
That's pretty dim.
Okay, and then the yellow light means the battery is not full. Yellow means battery voltage normal.
Woo!
We we have stuff. Still think the battery monitor might be doing something suspicious.
Brian,
What?
why are you vlogging?
Because it's our first outlet.
Yeah, but I need your help.
Okay, I'll help.
Are you serious?
That's all you need me to do, right?
Yeah. Not that much. Not that much. Right there. Got it?
Yeah, that's where I had it.
No, it's not. Don't let it fight you. Have a strong finger. Is that snug enough?
Looks snug to me.
Where's the thingy thing? Thingy thing. Oh, it's still kind of crooked. It'll do.
It'll do. Have anything to say?
That was ridiculous. Do you want to tell him what was wrong with the thingy thing? And I solved everything.
So I was wiring up the outlet, and I was like, there were some issues, and I fixed all the issues, but it still wasn't working. And I was like, I don't know why it's working. And it's a GFCI outlet, so I kept hitting the button. Or wait, it's not on right now. But basically, this light was on, and I was like, the light's on, so there's clearly power to the outlet. Why isn't it working? And the light on means that it has a fault. So to start the outlet, when you first install it, you have to click reset. And I kept hitting reset and then test so the light would come back on. And I'm like, see, light's on. Why isn't it working? But then Sydney read the instructions, and it said, check your work, and then told you exactly what to do. And I was like, oh.
I also said, have you hit the button? You're like, yes, I've hit the button. I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe you should hit the button.
I said buttons, because I always hit both.
Oh, you're supposed to just
So
hit
that
the
the light
middle
would come
one.
back on.
Anyways,
so moral
I
of the
solved
story
it.
is all of my work was correct.
And Sydney is a genius.
The outlet worked.
Just another Sydney-only work day in the van. So Brian and I worked on all the electrical this weekend. And what I was noticing is that our paint kept getting scratched, and then I'm supposed to be able to just wipe that off, but yeah, it didn't work that way. And then I realized I used an eggshell finish instead of a satin finish, so it's very hard to wipe, and the only thing you want to be able to do in a van is clean it, because it gets really dirty and you run into things and you're dirty. So I've decided to do another coat of paint for the whole van. And I got satin this time, which is what we use in our home kitchen, and it wipes so easily. So now I am repainting the whole van, and I've done the left wall and the right wall, and I'm also painting our partition walls that will be going in the back and in the front. So I've gotten one coat on each side, and then I'm gonna let it dry, finish the rest of the van, let this dry, and then do the other side and edging. And then that's really all I'm doing in the van today. So then when Brian gets back, we can start building the benches, which is also terrifying. So see how it goes.